What is going on, crypto fiends? Ryan Martello here, and today we have a news episode talking about some very exciting stuff happening in the crypto space right now. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, especially the way the price movement is going right now, but we are going to be talking about both sides of things. So to start things off, thank you to everyone who has been joining into the community recently. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I greatly appreciate the support. And if you do find this video informative, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button as well. So to start things off, I just want to very briefly go over the current pricing of cryptocurrencies. I'm sure everyone watching this video is familiar with the current market situation. What's going on right now, no one really knows. A lot of people think it's liquidation, has something to do with Bitcoin Cash, a lot of whales just dumping off, a whole scheme of stuff. And we, unfortunately, the reality of things is we will never know the truth. But what we do know right now is that Bitcoin is at $3,800, and it seems like everything, even though we are still down greatly on the 24-hour, it seems like we are starting to slow down and kind of level out. I don't know if you guys can tell on all these charts right here. It seems like we're cupping a little bit, little of like a teacup for the majority of these charts. So that is a good sign. That means we could be getting some solid ground. We could be finally hitting that level of support that we've been looking for. A lot of other investors and YouTubers that I've been seeing say that they think Bitcoin could be going to $3,000 at its low. It's definitely possible, especially how we've been looking the past couple days. I mean, I personally did not think we were going to get into the 3,000s. I thought around the 4,500 was the bottom, but clearly I was wrong, and I'm sure the majority of everyone did not see this coming. So that's currently where we stand with crypto. What I'm currently doing right now with my investments is I am not touching anything. I mean, that's just who I am personally. I'm a hodler. If you guys are kind of panicking right now, you don't know what to do, realize the situation we're in right now. Yes, the market is greatly down, and I'm sure you have tremendous losses, but it's probably not the smartest thing to pull out of your investment right now at such a great loss, especially when we are most likely nearing the bottom of cryptocurrencies and we don't even know what's in store for 2019. So that is something we are going to be talking about right now, actually. So Binance, the Binance CEO had an interview with Wall Street Journal, and it was a very interesting interview at that. We're not going to be reading over all of it, but I just wanted to go over these two quick paragraphs. So Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, shared his thoughts about the prevailing market situation of 2018, and he was all bullish. Interestingly, Zhao expressed his satisfaction with the market performance this year, saying that 2018 is basically a build year, a challenging period to prepare the market for future growth. To expound on that, Zhao confessed that had the bear market not happened, even large exchanges like Binance would have found it really hard to handle the resultant inflated trading volume driven by a bullish market. Speaking of the future, he said that significant institutional funds are likely to flow in from the US, despite Europe enjoying a faster rate of crypto adoption. So to recap on this article, Zhao, the CEO of Binance, I mean, I follow him a little bit. I follow him on Twitter. He seems like a really interesting guy, a really smart guy, and he seems like he has a really good, clear outlook on the cryptocurrency space. Now, who knows, maybe he has some insider information, probably not, but I think this paragraph is really interesting to hear his viewpoint, especially coming from a position of you know, so high up in the ranks, where this year of 2018, it's been rough. I mean, the majority of the year, other than January and February, we were on a great downtrend, and it has not been fun at all, especially even for me making YouTube videos. It's not the, I don't get joy out of making videos about the market crashing or anything like that. But he talks about how 2018 is a build year. This is the year when we get these institutions in, we get the basic understanding of regulations with SEC, other countries, etc., and what crypto is all about and what we want it to be in the future. That's what 2018 is all about. 2019, from what he says, he thinks thinks that is going to be the year for mass adoption. He thinks 2019 is going to be the year where all the institutions hop on board, and we see very large growth. Plans to turn Binance into a verb. Like all business entities, Binance has a plan for the future. However, Zhao wasn't exactly willing to disclose everything yet. Although he did give away some clues, he said that the exchange focuses more on short-term goals, sometimes weekly goals. Drawing a parallel from Google, Zhao envisions a future where Binance turns into a verb. Maybe in the future when people want to do something on Binance, they'll want to Binance it. I thought that was really cool that he threw that in there, and that's how he really views his company. So, you have Google. When you need to search something, you don't say, let me go search it up. You say, I'll go Google it. That's what he wants Binance to be. And who knows, in the future, it's very possible, and maybe the BNB token will be a very valuable asset down the road. So I just thought this was a pretty cool article, giving everyone a little bit of light, and he seems very, very bullish for 2019. And I mean, a CEO of Binance saying that willingly to the public, I mean, that speaks for itself. So next up, Overstock CEO reveals estimated date for selling retail business to focus on blockchain. This is crazy. So Overstock is a website kind of like Amazon, not as large actually. It's more like a kind of like an IKEA where they sell like furniture and home goods and stuff like that, and the CEO just announced that they are going to be selling the company to divert all of their funds to blockchain technology. What? Yeah, I know. So the CEO has actually been really bullish on cryptocurrencies since the fruition of Bitcoin. I think he got in around like 2012, somewhere around there, and he's been really, really bullish on cryptocurrencies as a whole. So this is definitely a very risky move. I mean, to sell your entire company to dedicate everything to blockchain tech, that's definitely takes some balls. Down here, they talk about how Patrick Byrne, known in the blockchain industry for his commitment to the technology, did not disclose the details of the agreement, nor did he name potential buyers. He did, however, tell the Wall Street Journal that he's expecting to have the deal closed by February 2019. So this is definitely right around the corner. Now, he's most likely doing this because the company has been losing money over the past year or so, when they partnered with Medici. I probably pronounced that wrong, but in general, this is good news. I mean, you have such a large company, they have been losing money, but they're selling everything to devote it all to cryptocurrencies. I mean, if that doesn't speak adoption, I don't know what does. So who knows, maybe Amazon will be next, or IKEA. We know that the one IKEA in Venezuela just started accepting cryptocurrencies. So adoption is really happening all around us, and the majority of people are just not seeing it, because the only time you really hear about it is going to be looking up articles like this. And if you're not looking at crypto news every day, you're not going to hear about it on the traditional television news. And before you know it, if you're not in crypto or you're not involved in it, it's going to be too late when mass adoption does hit. So next up, we do have to talk about a little bit of negative news, unfortunately. I know, but we got to be realistic with both sides of things. Yes, we have awesome adoption happening, but realistically, the market right now is doing terrible. So Bitcoin payments are down 80% in Q4 of 2018. And I mean, I know this is probably not surprising to you guys considering the current market, but I just thought this article was a good kind of recap on where we currently stand with Bitcoin specifically. So the main problems we have right now with Bitcoin is the scalability in the transactions, and it is bad when you really think about it. But right now, there's not many people on the network to really notice how bad it is. For mass adoption, it's going to be bad. So right now, that's the one main issue we have with Bitcoin. Another issue is a lot of these apps, like, for example, they use BitPay here and a couple others that allow you to jump into crypto as well as use crypto as a form of payment method. So like say you use Bitcoin at a POS station at a store, stuff like that through BitPay. It can be very difficult for users to do so with the user interfaces, as well as not really having a USDT pairing, USD pairing, not USDT. So BitPay talked about how they did just add 3 stable coins. So that is a method how these companies are trying to counteract that current situation where you can use stable coins on their app and then use that stable coin to purchase goods and services in stores. Another problem we have right now of why 80% of payments are down, people don't want to spend their crypto. Simple as that. Why am I going to go out and spend my Bitcoin at $3,800 when it's most likely going to be a lot more in a year from now? So I mean, this overall article is a little, like, I get what they're saying, but it is a little, like, ridiculous in my opinion. They do talk about the Lightning Network, yet unproven. So right now with the Lightning Network being worked on, that will help improve scalability and transaction speed, but it still is a work in progress. And then they also talk about how 80% overall drop is from 17 major Bitcoin payment processors, and this is the overall like transactions amount per day that are shown from those 17 Bitcoin payment processors. So as you can see, from back in January and December, we were almost to 500,000 transactions per day with Bitcoin, which is incredible. And then right around now, we're still around probably like 280,000. So we're still up there. I mean, the transactions are happening. The only problem we have right now is we don't have the volume. And if we do have the volume, it's sell-offs. Everyone's selling right now. So that's where we currently stand, guys. And unfortunately, we really don't know what's around the corner. No one has an idea what's coming unless you're some huge whale. But all I can really say for you guys is just keep your head high and understand that this is not the end of crypto. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. All these cryptocurrencies are not going anywhere. If anything, this is a great opportunity to really understand the markets, understand what's happening right now, and maybe how to deal with it in the future next time around when something like this does happen. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, or you want a certain video topic, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you did find this video informative, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next.